everyone, welcome back. I have another reaction video for you, and this one I feel like is a treat because it's a man. I feel like I always feel like it's a little bit more of a treat because you don't know what you're gonna get when it's a guy. I think it's also a treat for people who are sports fans because it is Dwyane Wade's nighttime routine for soft and even skin. This is on Harper's Bazaar. I'm gonna leave a link to the original video in the description box below, but I'm interested to get into this. I know nothing about what he might be doing with his skin. To be completely honest, I truly know him as the husband of Gabrielle Union. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know who he is. I have a husband who is a sports fan.
What's up, Harper's Bazaar? I'm Dwyane Wade. I hope you guys are ready to go to bed with me. How I start my night is I light a candle first. Hotel Collection, thank you guys. I love the smell of Hotel Collection. So to create my vibe and my energy to kind of wind myself down, I light a candle. I'm all about the vibes.
I love that a lot of these celebrity skincare routines have now started with a candle. I, in fact, tried to start my skincare routine in one of my videos with a candle to see the vibe. I'll tell you, there is one con here. If you're just gonna put it right there on the sink, you must have a very large sink, or maybe I just have too many products sitting on my sink. I don't know, but I had to kind of move it away. But otherwise, I too like to start the vibe.
My skincare routine is one of the most important things to start my day and to end my day. So the first thing I do is I start with my face wash. The products that I've been using over the last 2 years is PCA Skin. These products have been very good to my skin. It's kind of evened my skin out. If you go back and watch some old photos, you will see, kind of the discoloration in my skin. So they tell you to just put like a drop, it's like a dime. I like it soapy. So I go like 2 quarters. They lie, but I really like it soapy, so.
Wait, can I point out, I think Dwyane and I have the same necklace on. I think we're like same, like matchy-matchy.
All right, so get it all in there. Before I start, I know you're supposed to do these soft motions like this. But I try to make sure I get it all in there. This is when I realized how big my hands actually are when I actually put both of them on my face, by the way. Told you guys I like a lot of soap. I like to get the day off me. And so it's soapy. Probably put entirely too much. I can't open my eyes, so let me rinse this off.
This is why I said we're in for a treat when it's a guy, because guys are hilarious when they do their skincare routines. I don't know what it is. Obviously more like the straight men are very hilarious when they do their skincare routines. But I have to say, I was a little bit like, I thought it was really sweet that he talked about, like the discoloration that he was dealing with. First off, by pulling out a PCA skin product, it immediately tells me, because this is more like a med spa esthetician brand, it tells me he probably sees an esthetician regularly and he's had these conversations and he's listening from whoever is the professional that's helping him with his skincare. That already just warmed my heart. Just him like talking about how he likes it soapy and all that stuff. It's always so cute watching men do their skincare routines. I'll throw out there, this is a really interesting cleanser. I have not personally used this cleanser, but it does have ingredients like lactic acid in it. Lactic acid is really great to exfoliate your skin really gently, also hydrate your skin, but just even out your skin tone. It also has allantoin in it and other really nice nourishing ingredients. So he said he likes it really soapy, but you saw it didn't turn into this foamy lather. It was really this like nice, I don't know, calm lather. I don't know how to really describe it, but you could just tell without using this. So I'm really making assumptions here. You could just tell though, it's not a stripping kind of cleanser. It probably works very well to just even his skin tone, but very gently.
Whew. All right, here we go. And something that's very important, my next step is my toner. Just put some on it, like that. And just really to just even my skin out. So just really just a wipe through, make sure that I'm hitting all the spots, especially this nose of mine, which is very shiny. I get my hair cut often, so my beard area is a very important area to make sure that I don't have breakouts. So I have to make sure that, this area around the line is really, really taken care of. And so making sure that I keep the toner and making sure I keep making my face clean in this area is really, really important. This thing does not want me to be great.
Again, I'm assuming his esthetician or whichever professional is helping him with his skincare routine probably recommended this product. This too has lactic acid in it. It's pretty high up on the ingredient list, so I assume it's a good amount of lactic acid, and it really is great to even out his skin tone in a very gentle way. He was talking about how his nose gets shiny in a lot of ways, and especially because he was talking about he doesn't want to get any breakouts, mostly probably ingrown hairs around his beard area. I would normally see somebody suggest they use salicylic acid in that instance, but lactic acid is also a really great ingredient. And if he's prone to hyperpigmentation, there's a good chance that lactic acid is better for his skin, like his personal skin, because maybe he needs a little bit more of a gentle form of exfoliation, and maybe salicylic acid might be too strong for him. We don't know. We don't know the decisions that went on behind the scenes to get him to use lactic acid, but lactic acid is also a really nice exfoliating ingredient for your skin.
From there, the next products that I use a little brightening serum, and once again, it's something that I use because of little discoloration in my skin, and so I just put a little bit on before bedtime. In the morning time, I'll probably go with a lot more than I will, and so just that much from bedtime, just a little bit.
This is a great serum for him to use in his skincare routine. I think he can use a little bit more than that little bit though, and mostly because this has 6% niacinamide in it, which is a really nice gentle amount of niacinamide. It will help to even and brighten his skin tone, but he's probably going to get a little bit more benefit from it if he uses just a touch more. He doesn't need to use a lot, but just a touch more and really go in there with that serum. It's a gentle serum. It also has like plankton extracts in it. Those are going to help to, again, even his skin tone, maybe potentially brighten a little bit more too. Overall, it's a very nourishing serum, so he can use a lot more and will probably benefit from it too.
The boosting serum is something right here that really makes, this is what people think and why people think I have makeup on. And so I go with 1 drop of that as well at night.
I mean, he has very large hands, so maybe like what we're seeing as a little drop is bigger. I don't know.
It's so smooth, so silky. I'm all about that too. When it comes to my face products, it has to feel a certain way going on my skin. Now, even the face wash, it has to lather a certain way. Oh, it's refreshing.
See, I love watching men do their skincare routines. I really do. There's just something about it. It's so sweet. He's really enjoying his skincare routine. I actually feel like this is his real skincare routine. This was not just completely picked out for a video. And I really think he enjoys his skincare routine. And I think he listens to his esthetician. I really do. The hyaluronic serum that he's using. I think sometimes people in the skincare community really poo-poo hyaluronic acid serums a little too much, when in reality, you can get some great serums that are hydrating and plumping and nourishing for the skin and feel super light, where they call out the main ingredient as hyaluronic acid, but it turns out there are so many other ingredients like this one that has ceramides in it as well. I'm sure it makes his face feel good. He just exfoliated his face both with his cleanser and also with his toner. I'm glad that somebody has told him that he should be also nourishing and replenishing his skin. And he sees a big difference. He's like, this is my filter. This is the product that makes my skin look like it's filtered, or that I'm wearing makeup, or I don't remember what he said, but it's probably true because it's re-nourishing his skin. I think that it's a really great product to put into a men's skincare routine. I think too many men are told that they need to just strip their skin. In reality, we all need some nourishment and some hydration.
Last but not least, Acne Gel. Throughout the day sometime, certain little pimples pop up and I want to make sure I take care of them. So it's important to do it at night. And I only need a little drop of this. And so I normally have little areas of concern around my beard or maybe on my forehead. And so I make sure that the night before that I put a little Acne Gel on. It's very, very important for me. So just a little drop on my finger. Like that, it's a little drop, and I try to find the area of concern. Right here, I got a little pimple that's trying not to let me be great tomorrow. You see him right there? He don't want me to be great, but we're gonna be great. So just a little acne gel in the different areas that is needed is something that's very important before bed.
I was waiting for the salicylic acid. You heard me say it earlier that I was not surprised, but normally what he was talking about, I would have thought maybe salicylic acid would be suggested for his skincare routine. But now this makes a lot of sense. I'm going to assume that salicylic acid might be a little too harsh for him to use on a regular basis. So it's been suggested to him to use this acne gel more so as a spot treatment You don't have to use it as a spot treatment, but it makes so much sense to me that he sometimes uses it in places where he does get a pimple or along his beard, because again, salicylic acid is really great to unclog your pores, but also it helps when you have any kind of ingrown hairs. So around your beard area, a salicylic acid product like the serum or even like a toner is a really great option to avoid ingrown hairs, but also to help get them, I guess, undone. Because, you know, like the little swirly hair gets in there. It helps to break down that keratin, that skin, so that it releases it. Salicylic acid is great. And it's also anti-inflammatory. It helps to bring that redness down.
In the midst of that, my lips. I got big lips and they like to be dry. And so in the midst of this, I make sure that I put a little lip balm on before I go to bed. It keep them soft, you know.
No notes? Love a man that doesn't have dry, cracky lips?
Just the same way as I want to take care of my skin. What's very important for me is my overall skin, is how soft my skin feels. Even when it comes to having tattoos and all the things, it's really making sure my skin stays hydrated. And so just make sure that, and it smells so good. And I'm about scent. I wish you guys could smell it. It's this vanilla body butter by Proudly, company that I'm a part of, that we made this. And for me, it's really just about, one, I want to smell good when I hit the pillow, but also two, I want to keep my skin soft. And so a little body butter before bed never hurts nobody. And I like to look in the mirror. Makes me feel good.
All right, before I even talk about the body butter, which I love that he includes this step, you know, he did not use a nighttime moisturizer, which I think is fine. He used that serum that I was telling you about, that hyaluronic acid serum that we were talking about. He used that hyaluronic serum that he was saying, you know, that he loves, and it hydrates and makes the skin just look better. That has a lot of emollient ingredients and occlusive enough ingredients in it. I mean, there are ceramides in it, there's silicones in it. So that actually for his skin probably works just fine as his moisturizer. It probably feels like a light gel cream moisturizer. So I just want to point that out before you're like, wait a second, he didn't use a moisturizer. He technically did. It just isn't called a moisturizer. It's called a serum. And for someone like me who has dry skin, that probably would only be a serum step. But for someone like him who, you know, most men tend to have slightly oilier skin, and it's just because of testosterone, it produces more oil. That probably is enough of an emollient for him, an occlusive for him. So I think it's totally fine. Putting that acne gel over that moisturizer, in this case, this is where it gets tricky, right? Probably totally fine, because again, his moisturizer is really just this lighter serum. So the gel's not gonna have this really hard time penetrating that. But two, again, there's a chance that his esthetician told him that salicylic acid might be a little bit too harsh for him to use directly onto his skin. So maybe she wants him to buffer it a little bit by using other products before he puts that on too. There's always that chance. Again, we don't know these conversations that he's having, but just watching all of this and seeing his skin and everything, I'm trusting the process. As far as the body butter goes, I love to see a man who embraces the scent, who loves to have nice, nourished looking skin right before he goes to bed, who loves to get into bed smelling nice. I appreciate that so much. I get it. I'm understanding this. I too love to apply a nice scented body butter at nighttime. So I enjoyed seeing that. This body butter has really rich ingredients. There's shea butter in it. There's argan oil in it. So I assume it feels like it's just a really nice, rich body butter.
Little lavender oil right here. Shout out to Donatum Skin Food. I get manicures and pedicures, and so I gotta take care of my hands, I gotta take care of my feet. And so before I get in bed, I make sure I dab a little bit of this on my hand, and I take care of these feet. Keep your feet soft, man. They don't have to be hard. You don't wanna scratch a woman, or you don't wanna scratch anybody. I'm not gonna bother showing you, y'all don't wanna see these things down here, but just know my feet are soft, and I take care of them.
I love him. If all men could just take care of their skin and their hands and their nails the way that he does, the world would be a better place. That's all. I actually feel like we could just end the video right here, but I'm enjoying this so much and enjoy watching him love his skincare routine that we're gonna keep going. But this might be my favorite men's skincare routine that I have seen in all of the years of reaction videos. And he even just only used one brand, which usually to me is very boring. He used a couple of other brands when it came to his body products, but for his face, it was all one brand. And you know what? I'm good with that.
Also too, I spend a lot of time on my hair. Shout out to Nato for giving me the barber brush to make sure that I could travel with it and take care of my hair. And so I just go through a quick little brush to try to lay my hair down before I put my do-rag on. In my community, in the Black community, this is one of the most important things to travel with, to always have, is your do-rag. And so I've been laying my hair down, trying to get waves since I was a young kid. And it's no different now as a 42-year-old man. So do-rag at night, but I try not to put it too tight because I don't want to wake up with these lines all on my head, on my face. So I just lay it on there real nice. Do-rag Dwyane. Once I get done with my routine, I think it's very important for me to journal, to end the day and to be able to talk about, everything that you experienced, everything that you felt. And so I just sit down and I just allow my feelings and my feels and everything that happened to just come out. It's time to go to bed. I'm gonna go journal. You guys, please go check out my podcast, The Why with Dwyane Wade, and have a good night.
Do I love him? I never even paid attention because I'm not a sports fanatic, but he is the sweetest. He journals also and talks about his feelings. We've got a winner, a little keeper. We've got a keeper here. Jeez. Wow. I wish I knew more about him because I was very impressed by that. I love him. This is by far my favorite men's routine that I've ever reacted to. No notes. Amazing. We're done. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm like sitting here speechless. I have nothing else to say. That was perfection. Not just a perfect skincare routine, but a man who thinks about his feelings at the end of the night. What a man. And he gets his mani-pedis. And his feet are soft. And he has big hands. Wow. Anyway, okay, I'm done. If you have anything to add to any comments at all, leave them below. You can find me on social media. I'm at Susan Yara, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.